you're gaining all this knowledge and it's applicable to whatever it is you're doing. Um, are you reading books? I'm always reading a
So
book.
true. And one of the things that I want to point out here, because I learned it as a missionary, I think it was really drained into my, or not drained, would I put that? It drilled into my head, right? Just all these metaphors, is you need to liken the scriptures, or you need to liken the principles to whatever it is that you're doing.
Yep.
The difference between having a story that's instructive and having a story that will transform your life is seeing yourself in that story and saying, well, this is what happened to my friend Nephi. How could that apply to me? As soon as you ask those questions, like, well, what other situations are similar to that in my life? Is there other ways that I can make this connection? What results did he get by actually doing what he was told and following, even though it was hard? Those commands absolutely shifted his mindset. So for me, if you think about likening those stories, there's a way that people will sometimes share in like podcasts or in books and movies an experience that's instructive for one person. And that context, it's very clear. But what if you could take that context, slightly change it, and have it apply to you? That's learning through transference. That's how books can actually help you. They don't have to say, well, in your situation, it's a little different, but this is what I would do. They'll say, here's a way that this helped this guy. You can look at the context of that and like, how can I apply that to me? So
and the excuse of I don't like to read, or I don't know how to read, like there's audio.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
One of my mentor's mentor, who's like a billionaire, I swear. He's super wealthy. He didn't know how to read, really. Like obviously he could read, but it wasn't fast and he hated doing it. So his wife read to him because she believed in the dream that he had. And like I thought that was absolutely amazing. And now look at them, like you would look at them, you're just like, man, they're the coolest couple in the world. And it's reading books.
Reading books. And you think about what you're ingesting, not just what you're listening to, not just what you're seeing, but the way that you're processing that information and then using it. The reason why I speak Mandarin and Spanish is not because I listened to it only or I read it. I did something with that knowledge.